Okay, thanks for your comment. Yes, okay. Replying to a comment, actually, my mother at Hollywood Hospital. That was a long time ago, and she totally enjoyed it. And she often talked about it. Dr. Ross and McLean and all those doctors and Frank Ogden. I think he came in later on all that stuff. But it was Hollywood Hospital in New Westminster, British Columbia. The LSD treatments. That was quite a time. There's some pretty interesting people in that hospital, too. If you're interested in the history, we'll look up Frank Ogden and also Hollywood Hospital. Some of the stars were there, too. New Westminster, how interesting. Years later, I moved to New Westminster after coming back from Germany. That's where the apartment lab was. So Hollywood Hospital, yeah, that was something else. It seemed to have done her good. But a little later on, she was, I think, a month or so in Crease Clinic, Riverview. And she came back like a new person. She had an alcoholic problem, a drug problem. Dr. Warner prescribed like 500 Tuinol tablets, which was kept locked up by my dad. And she'd always get a couple of those, and she broke into the room one time and took a bunch. But I take after her genetics, actually. I don't talk. My brother talks like my dad and looks like my dad a bit, but I'm crazy. Like my mother was, too wild and interested in little sex and everything else. So we were good pals, okay? She like proof testing cannons. I made sure they're loaded with toilet paper only. Or rifles. Blanks should fire off in the air, and also flare guns. She loved her wig collection and was hot to trot after wild adventures. My dad more reserved, like a Republican, I guess you'd say, or well, he was professional. He's branch manager at Collier's Encyclopedia on the west coast of North America. He'd always travel to New York all the time and that kind of thing, but he wouldn't move to the USA because it's too much graft and corruption, from what I learned from him. But anyway, that's a bit of a story of the Hollywood Hospital. I was 13 months in Riverview, Creek Clinic, and then West Lawn Building A2 ward. And I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of sex, SEX on both sides. Wink, wink. As well as I used to raid the scrapyard, where they throw away old medical instrumentation. And I always remember hauling up something called a Wappler. It was a diathermy machine that wound up an A2 ward along with my gun collection. And where did I get the guns? Well, in those days, you could get them anywhere. Cheap. Gun shop in Coquitlam. I had ground privileges, of course. So I collected stuff like I do now. Yeah, well, it was fun. I mean, gee. And handguns. Oh, yeah. Never forget Dr. Schlichter of West Lawn sitting on my bed, handling a revolver and spinning the cylinder around, saying, well, maybe we should put them in the dispensary because some patients get upset. I said, oh, it's a safe place for them. Yeah, okay. So as time passed, I moved out of there. Wound up in the Drexel rooms and got my dad to pick up all the electronic stuff as well as the firearms, and he stashed them in a room until I found a place in Lynn Valley. Yeah, it was two weeks. I think it was 2 weeks or under a month in Skid Row at the Drexel Rooms, 5 West Hastings Street. I did keep one gun and I bought a gun for $20 behind the Drexel Rooms. That was a 303 Army rifle, $20 only. Then Army and Navy was close by and I sold firearms as well. So, in the Drexel Rooms, as you may know, what a wild sex. Fully enjoyed my stay there. I even went to the Salvation Army's Easter dinner. There's videos of me, I think, somewhere, of me being interviewed in the welfare office. And lucky for me, I had agoraphobia and still do a little bit, which kept me from holding work, like a normal person. I never joined the normal person society. No. To this day, I still get a pension from Canada deposited in my bank. When that happens, I go buy stuff on eBay. Or if I get funded, I buy stuff on eBay or scrapyards, So fund me, come on. Trying to get things going here. Thank you. Okay. It's time to stop talking. And get to work. I'll do a car video later, I guess. Okay.